the octo content model. I started implementing it, and it works. And it's working very well. So since it's working so well, I decided, and after discussing this with my mentor, Mark, who put on this major training, I said, what if I take all this content and I open a school with it? And I start teaching other people how to do this. He said, Brady, you're the Gotti. You do anything you want with my training material. So by golly gee whiz, you know what I've done? I've put together my own school. And it's launching. And as it's launching, soft launch, I've already had a couple people come in who I am now mentoring, and they're getting excited. They're only a couple weeks into it because I'm, again, not launching. I am now, I guess, because now people know about it. Oh, you're there. I didn't realize, sorry. I'm reading one of my favorite books. I know it's backwards to you, and you know who it is. Old Gary. Gary V. Gary V with the 64 pieces of content from one keynote. Actually, that's not in this book. That part of it is not in this book. He came out with that a little bit later. And so have I. Hey, anyway, I'm just sitting here. Take my glasses off. Anyway, I'm just sitting here relaxing. Got my puppy dog. It's middle of the afternoon on a beautiful spring day in southern Indiana. I had to get out of the makeshift office. Yeah, not makeshift. It's my office. My home office. Winter is over. The weather's nice. Everybody's got a social distance. So that's what I'm doing on my little quarter acre of heaven. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping. I'm under this beautiful tree. I don't even know what kind of tree this is. I should. I planted it from my mother as a memory tree about 20 years ago. 20 years ago this year, when we found out she had pancreatic cancer, she wanted to plant a tree in her memory, so myself, my two brothers, my sister got her this little twig. That was a little bit bigger than that, about that big. And we planted this in 2000. And she passed away about 8 months later, and this thing has blossomed into a beautiful tree. And every spring, when it's blossomed out like this, I just love sitting here. Brings back some great memories. Anyway, get off that. That makes me sad sometimes. Anyway, I didn't get out here to talk about my mom that much. But then I look in the camera, I see this shirt that I'm wearing. And again, I know it's backwards to you, but this says Felty's Hiawatha Lodge. Let me get up there a little bit. See that little picture? That is so neat because my sister just sent this to me as a little love gift. And the importance of this is that she found a postcard from this lodge and had the t-shirt replicated. And when I was 13, 14, 15 years old, my parents took myself, my two brothers, and my sister, who are all younger than me, to Wisconsin, up near the Wisconsin Dells, to one of the many lakes in Wisconsin, to this little lodge. It was a lodge that a person owned that my dad had worked with in the steel mills, and that person retired, and him and his wife bought this lodge. And it had like 7 cabins on a lake with a little lodge right in the center of it. And this was our vacation spot for 3 years in a row. So this, talk about memories. First the tree, and then I look in here and I realize I'm wearing the shirt, and this is so much fun to wear. So many good memories, those summers. 2 weeks of summer, going to the lake at Hiawatha Lodge in Wisconsin. That's where I learned how to fish. That's where I did a lot of swimming. That's where I met one of my first girlfriends. Had probably, I think, as I remember, my first real kiss, necking session. Gosh, that was so long ago. So many good memories. Anyway, I'm just sitting here reminiscing out of the house. Beautiful day. Got my dog down here. I couldn't say dog. Got my cute puppy down here. My 15-year-old cute puppy. Come here, cute puppy. Listen, let everybody see you. You've had a bath. You look so pretty. Come here. Oh, there you go. Look at her. Look at that. Whoa, move my camera. That's a Charlie. That's Charlie. She's a Bichon, not a poodle. She gets mad if we call her a poodle. So anyway, I thought I'd just show her off because she's so darn cute. So we're both out here enjoying the day. I'll let her back down because she doesn't want to sit in my arms, and I don't want her in my arms. It's going to knock my camera over. So anyway, as we're sitting here, out of the camera, as I'm sitting here, I thought I'd just get on and talk and probably boast a little bit because you see me reading that Gary V book, Gary Vaynerchuk, and I like him so much because he gives so many golden nuggets on business advice. And like many of you know, some of you don't know, probably the people first time watching me, you don't know that 4 years ago, after being fed up working construction and starting my own handyman business, I just got tired. I said, I'm just getting too old. At 50, I was 58 years old. I said, you know what? I just don't want to do that physical stuff anymore. Let's get online, make some money. So I dove right in, like everybody does. Then found out, hey, it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. So after a while, I didn't quit. I just kept stumbling along, doing a lot, but not making any money, that's for sure. Then I started following Gary Vaynerchuk. And what caught my eye about him was the first time I heard him with his 3-word sentence, "You will die." That resonated with me so hard that I thought, you know what? He's right. At 59 years old, I will die. Never really thought about it before that. Every day since, I get up every day thinking not about that, but I feel blessed that I'm here every day being able to do what I want to do. I feel blessed that I'm in a house. I've got a roof over my head. I've got a puppy. I've got a loving wife. I've got food on the table. I've got a steady income at this point coming in. So anyway, with all that said and done, following Gary and starting an online business like a lot of people do and struggling, I finally, about a year ago, year and a half, I met a mentor that I just really, I'm not going to say fell in love with, but respected. Let's say I respected him because he never lied to me or anybody in our groups who follow him. And he just lays it on the line and gives up a lot of golden nuggets. And I started following him. And a while back, we went through a course that he started and presented. And what he did was he showed a video from 2 years ago. Well, not 2 years ago. I think it was from a year ago. We started this journey 6 months ago. So it was probably about a year ago when he did this video showing the structure that he had in his mind that he saw coming because he is an online marketer. He does everything on automation. He's got the whole ball of wax set up. Everything's working like clockwork. So he's got this video of him showing and stating about a way to take a piece of content and cut it up and make basically a resume out of it. Well, after he had that, he put a video next to it, side by side, showing Gary Vaynerchuk. And Gary talking, and this is about, I guess Mark did this 2 years ago, and then Gary, about 8 months or a year ago, had this conversation in a video talking about his 64 pieces of content and how he can take 64 pieces of content from one keynote that he does. And everybody's like, ooh, wow, oh, that's great. Well, here's Mark, a year before that, with something he called Brand Resume, doing the same thing, but with 30 pieces of content. So Mark started doing this training course, and he called it the Octo Content Model. And I'm going to show you a video of it here in a bit. But the Octo Content Model allows you to take a 20-minute video and extract 1-minute clips, full clips, audio clips, make your pictures, get your picture out of the audio, and distribute this across 8 platforms. And he put together a school, training sessions with it. My little dingling's going. And I found it fascinating because I didn't know how to get my message out to more than a handful of people on Facebook, minus using Facebook ads. And I have been for a long time trying to do all this organically. Well, when I started working this program, come to find out that it works because you're reaching different people through different platforms from the same piece of content that I was making daily and weekly before. I do a live video, post it, get 100, 200 views on it. Great. I do a little short training in my group. People in the group would see it. Maybe I'd post it online, get a couple more looks, still nothing. And then we start doing this. And I'm taking my older content along with newer content. I'm doing some video edits to it. I'm taking the pictures out. I make my picture posts for Twitter. I take my one minute video clip out of the video. I can post it on LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram with a link going back to the main post on my blog site. That's right, on a blog. I might be going a little backwards with all this because just because I get so excited over it, that's why I'm going backwards. This is not a training session. This is just me discussing. I just have the time to be out here and talk, so talk I will. There's nobody around except this cute little puppy watching me. So talk I will. Anyway, the Octo Content Model. I started implementing it, and it works. And it's working very well. So since it's working so well, I decided, and after discussing this with my mentor, Mark, who put on this major training, I said, what if I take all this content and I open a school with it? And I start teaching other people how to do this. He said, Brady, you're the Gotti. You do anything you want with my training material. So by golly gee whiz, you know what I've done? I've put together my own school. And it's launching. And as it's launching, soft launch, I've already had a couple people come in who I am now mentoring, and they're getting excited. They're only a couple weeks into it because I'm, again, not launching. I am now, I guess, because now people know about it. So what I'm doing is putting together an online school, 12 courses to show you how to get your word out, how to brand yourself, how to be personally branded in this digital age. And the reason it is so important to do this right now is, look at the past few weeks. We're in the middle of this coronavirus lockdown. Jobs have been lost. What was it, 20 million? 22 million jobs gone as of today in April. That's just ridiculously sad. So what's going to happen in the future? Of course, the economy is going to come back. America is going to come back. We're going to be stronger than ever. I totally 100% believe that. But what I have done for the past few years, and more particularly in the past few months, is been setting myself up for personal branding. People now know me, Brady Theodore, the Gotti. I know, might sound strange to you, but you just type in Google, ask Brady the Gotti, ask the Gotti, Brady, Theodore. Type any of those terms in. I'll give you one more. 60 plus and crushing it. Type that into Google and see what comes up. It surprises me. After watching or listening to me on video or in my podcast, if you gained any knowledge, any skills, motivation, if that little switch in your mind flicked and you said, hey, I can do that too, then follow me, Brady Theodore, the Gotti. I would like to tell you that, hey, I'm just a guy 60 plus years old. 4 years ago, I decided to learn some new skills and place myself in a position that I could have some financial freedom in my later years. Come to find out that with knowledge, I have done just that. I've learned that no matter what age you're at, if you put your mind to it, if you take the proper action and you follow the leaders, that anything is possible. Now, if you would like to see more of me, please go below, touch that link, follow me at bradytheodore.com. Thank you, God bless, and I'll see you on the inside.